Hello and welcome to Avress, the Shattered World. I am Jim, aka Argent Wind, and I am your Dungeon Master for tonight. I hope everyone's out there is having a great time, and we're going to jump in here and get started, picking up where we left off last week. First off, I want to introduce our players, starting with the person that wasn't here last time. Eldon, go for it.
Hello, y'all. My name is Eldon. I will be playing a gnome artificer.
Flip
Aaron.
over to Trevor.
I am Trevor, the badass halfling gunslinger who now has a gun and a rifle, and yeah, I'm very happy.
I am Bernie. I'm playing Amethyst. She is a tabaxi sorceress.
I'm Rob. I play Lucas, a half-elf bard.
I'm Nance. I play a blue dragonborn, and I'm a paladin.
Excellent. Well, let's get started here. We're going to jump in a little recap from last week here. Catch Eldon up to speed since he wasn't here last time, although he was here in spirit, just not in person. So, first of all, the players, our party had begun with the hunter's camp that they had gotten to and found and to check on the place, and they did find evidence of Slod being present. In fact, two red Slod, in fact, were inside of the main lodge itself. They lured them out into a massive fight, and during the fight, or shortly after the fight, they encountered a third red Slod, and even a green Slod who came and made his presence known during the battle, and was summarily cut down in a horrible fashion, with a lot of rather impressive rolls and shots and magic. There was a lot of high damage numbers being thrown around this last battle here, so it was a good time. So they managed to defeat them, but Elia, Amethyst's druid friend there, was able to detect thoughts using their telepathic abilities, very similar to what Amethyst has, and got a couple of images and words from the green slot before it perished, specifically tower and I believe it was a whole lot more than that, but you get an image of coming from the north and a blue slot having been present. Lucas had checked around the place and did find tracks of a slot from a damaged section of the wall behind the lodge itself, and was able to spot a rather obvious set of tracks from a massive blue slot creature moving in a north direction. After resting up, helping the survivors that had been infected by the red sloths but had not been turned as of yet. Nothing had hatched from them. Sora, using her healing abilities as a paladin, was able to um, get them healthy. And before the party left, Elia agreed to take the two survivors, back to town, so they would not be in danger or being alone out here. So after a heartfelt goodbye, Elia took the two ladies away, and the party ventured north in the direction of following the tracks of the Slod. During the night before arriving where they happened to be now, Amethyst, during her watch or during the night, had a strange dream, and by the light of the full moon, almost a waking dream, and she'd seen a battle taking place between soldiers in armor uh, on a hillside, looking down at a vast group of demonic forces and enemies arrayed against them. Amethyst seemed to be seeing the point of view of one of the commanders of the army, and during the fighting of these terrible creatures, a massive demonic or fiendish something approached Amethyst, person that Amethyst was viewing, strode forward, did battle with this giant creature, and was struck down, ending the dream entirely. Upon waking up, Amethyst, by the light in the bright moonlight, saw the place. Saw the place where the person had been struck down and went to it. No signs of a battle here. no sense of how long ago that was, or even if it was for real, except for at the place where the person was struck down, she did find a black shard, a dark shard of metal, jagged piece about 8 to 10 inches long, that was to her cold to the touch. Inspected by Eldon, determined that the metal was definitely of extraplanar origin. Not sure exactly where it came from specifically, but definitely not native to the material plane. That was all they could really determine from it. Not magical in nature specifically, but very odd nonetheless. Amethyst did keep it. And I do ask Amethyst, did you have it on you or did you put it away somewhere?
I put it in the bag of holding.
That's right. Okay, so it is in the
I
bag of
used
holding.
to pick it up.
Okay. Not a problem. Just wanted to clarify to make sure.
Yeah, I need to
So-
add it to my list of bag of holding.
Okay, so black shard of metal.
No, it's in mine.
Oh, just
Yeah, it's in mine.
All right, so the party then continued along the trail. In it, the tracks are only a couple of days old. The sky had been clear. This was a large creature. The tracks were not hard to find, but there was still some rolls made along the way to follow the tracks, and they managed to stay on target and did find a large clearing where the tracks seemed to meet up with other sets of tracks of other things coming from different directions. And Lucas, taking up his the bardic instrument there, casting fly, did scout from the air. And as we switch the map over to that location, we should see down here. The party had started to advance through these large trees, massive in scale, some being deciduous types that were dead, at least were barren or barren of leaves from the summer, did move forward and eventually spotted up to the northeast a blue slot standing on a ruined set of stairs or something, and a crumbled heap of stone and wood, representing what may have been a tower. The party began to advance slowly in that direction. The slot had not taken notice, and that is where we begin today's session, with the party advancing on what could very well be the tower where the slot are originating from. So, what are you going to do?
Kill them all!
Just rush in, just rush in.
Rah!
Isn't that what murder hobos do?
I wouldn't call you guys murder hobos.
Is it weird?
Who's the murder hobo?
I'm not a murder
No,
hobo.
we've got a house. We're not hobos anymore.
Exactly.
Right?
True. It's very
Unemployed
true.
murder.
We're murder tenants.
So, again, Lucas, I believe your flight is still going active there, so you're still kind of, but you were down sort of low to the ground to not be noticed. Sora and Amethyst had advanced forward a little bit, and Trevor and Eldon were bringing up the rear for the most part. So where do you want to move? As I said, the slot has not taken notice of you yet. It really, from where it is, it doesn't have a great view because this is a cliffside up here where it's at. This is about a 15 to 20 foot rise, and the tower is located in sort of a little, sort of a little section cut out of the cliffside there. Again, so approaching from directly south of it, it's not going to be able to see you. If you head any further north from where Lucas is right now, you're likely going to get spotted because it is daylight. It is daylight right now. It's in the afternoon as you approach, and again, you're in a field of white. So unless you're wearing some sort of camouflage or do something else active there, it's going to be able to see you if you move further north than Lucas is right now.
We definitely need to move over to the east side of the map and try and stay in the undergrowth as much as possible and get cover and get as close to it as possible.
You already kill it now.
Well, we're going to have to get try and get it before it calls for any backup. There might be more in there.
That's very true.
Okay.
I'm glad I listened to
So-
you on occasion.
Yeah, so you're able to move off to the right there, kind of heading off with the larger trees. Again, this tree over here is massive in scale. This let's see here. Yeah, that one there is absolutely huge. And it is a pine tree of some kind there that's hundreds of feet tall. All the trees here are actually quite large, anywhere from like 50, 60, even 100 feet tall, but this one towers over even them. It's various undergrowth and various stages of survival in the cold and snow.
I got a question. These trees are exactly what they look like, right? Like barren from like the winter,
Pretty much, yeah.
no
Yep.
leaves except for the pine trees and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Correct, yes.
So good. I would like to post up in one of these trees.
Which one are you thinking about?
You said if I get any further than Lucas, right there, he'd probably see me. So this
Probably.
one right here, probably.
Yeah, that one there?
That was that was the one I was kind of heading for. 'Cause from
We both
there,
can. That seems to be our strategy.
Right.
Bumping up together range.
All right.
Jim created that.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, you're able to move up into the tree there. It's not hard. The limbs. Eldon, did you have? I wasn't sure where we were with some of your items there. You don't have your boots yet.
So I thought that all I needed was like just some free time to sit down and just put the boots together.
Sure.
Was where we were when I last left off. So that could have hypothetically been done in one evening.
Sure.
You weren't sure about how much time it would take.
Yeah.
Last we talked.
The issue was it's creating a spell plate is the issue here, and deciding which spell plate you're going to be doing. If it's going to be essentially first level jump, second level levitation, or third level flight. So all three of those could possibly work for your boots initially.
Yeah.
For now, I would say because climbing this tree, I would have just used my grappling gun to get on top, and he could have just literally because we're both small, tiny in fact. Oh, not tiny, but small, so he could just hold on and then get on there up there with me.
There.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So
Also,
open to the trees there. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Lucas has given us 11 temporary hit points, so make sure that's on.
I love Lucas so much.
Yep,
I do.
As you guys approach there, the inspiring leader kicked in, and so you have your extra hit points. Let me go ahead and reveal more of that since you're heading off into that direction over here.
Kind of trying to stay under the tree.
Okay. Yeah, it's not hard to do. Go ahead and give me a basic stealth check there, just to see, as there is some undergrowth and some unevenness to the terrain there, and you're in the snow.
A stealth
You want a stealth check?
Yep.
The plateware? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Clang, clang, clang.
We need to work on that. I know.
Boy. Oh my.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. You didn't roll, so you didn't roll below a 10. That's fine. He's not super percentile. In fact, as you approach there, as Lucas, one thing you did see, he was chewing on some massive chunk of meat. He was eating something there, crouched on these steps, as you get into place there. So again, it was distracted. It was sitting there doing that. So it wasn't really paying attention to its surroundings at all. It was more just like.
Is this a walled area on the map?
What's that?
In front of where the sword is that like a wall?
Which point to it for me? I'm not sure. Is it this? Yeah, this is more like a little cliffside, like sort of a rocky cliffside. So there's kind of a rise, and it just sort of forms a little like little bowl, a little like a C-shaped cliff surrounding where the tower is. It does look natural. You want to go up there? Yeah. You have a climb speed. It's not a problem for you if you want to just scramble up there. So yeah, if you want to head that direction there, you need to give me a stealth check there to get up there without making any noise.
And out of curiosity, Trevor and I could see the front of the tower from here, right?
Yes, you could probably see probably the edge of it, right over here from your view. Yeah, so if it were to come out from where it's at, you're gonna see it. Yes. Okay. So Amethyst, give me that stealth check there. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you didn't make anything no rocks collapse on you or anything else like that. So now you are up here on this little rise. There is, from your point of view, sort of a little drop off right about here. And you're about 15 feet up now from where the cliff where it is. You can't quite see it. But at this point, from where you are right now, you could actually hear it. It's just as it's just whatever it's chewing on there, it is just crunching away at. And we'll go ahead and get a little more space over there, kind of where it's at. So you're going to see, and up on top here, and from also on top, you're going to see that there is another tree up on top. It's actually somewhat alive. And from over here, you're going to see.
When you say alive, do you mean it's a living tree or it's actually walking around?
No, it's a living tree, as in like it's at least
Okay.
it does have some leaves on it there. It's not
Just
it's
checking.
not a tree or an animated tree or anything else like that.
I was going to
Just
say, oh, good,
checking.
we're fighting Groot now. Yay. Like,
Run, Forrest, run.
oh, I see what you did there.
Okay.
Did you say I can use sharpshooter with my black coat or the rifle?
Not yet. You're not even a chance to really dial it in yet. So
Okay. Yep, gotcha.
you're getting there.
I'm about to take a shot very soon, I hope.
Okay. Again, from looking at your view right now, from where you're at, there is a cliff in the way.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to attempt to go
about
around.
it. It's okay. All right. You see, we're going to actually move into. Okay.
Can you see me from there?
Again, that is about you're kind of like hugging about a 15 to 20 foot like cliffside almost right now.
Okay.
So no, like you're up against the rocks there. I will need to make note of the stealth check to approach that closely.
See,
Because you are definitely.
Can I ask a question, DM?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. This tree right here, the evergreen, that's right there that I pinged in blue.
Yeah.
Could I get to that from here since that cliff's in the way without him seeing me?
Well, you could drop down and run over there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah. It's pretty much it's more just are you going to step on something or slip in the snow or do anything else? For you, I mean, you give me a stuff to make sure you don't like knock anything crazy. But okay. So as you're doing that, Lucas, you're kind of hovering up there, flying into place there. Yeah, not a problem.
I was going to say apparently I get advantage with it, but that's cool.
Yep. Not a problem. So you move into place there, kind of crouch down low there, get right up to that tree. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Sora, as you're kind of moving along that cliffside there, you will see you're kind of like trying to hug that wall, and as you do, your camera's a little low there. You're kind of seeing this much of you right now. There you go. Cool. All right. So you're able to see, you're kind of like moving along there, and kind of keeping quiet there. Unfortunately, you brush along this cliffside here and dislodge a bunch of rocks that come tumbling down. You hear the two of you up on the top there, and Lucas and Amethyst there on top. You hear the chewing and crunching stops. Trevor, give me an athletics check to climb up there.
Sure thing. And now it's not going to matter because I could have used the thing because now apparently he probably knows where we are. All right, but
he heard something.
All right. Well, that's why I was going to try to climb and not use the grappling gun because I'm assuming that makes a noise. Oh, yeah.
Not a problem. You scramble up there, put yourself on that tree wherever you want to be. If you want to be on the side.
I'm going to try, considering this is evergreen, it's very like fluffy. I'm going to try to hide, like kind of like where he won't just outright see me.
Sure.
And I'm assuming this tree goes over the cliff, right? So I should have a good beat on.
It's higher than the cliff, yeah. Unfortunately, again, he's about 9 feet tall or so. The cliffside here is about 15 feet tall, so you're not going to see him until he comes out from around it.
That's absolutely fine.
Your angles, you could barely see him at this point from your angle there, depending on how high up you get there. But yes, so Lucas and Amethyst, you hear the chewing stop. Sora, you're the closest one there. You hear the chewing stop as well.
Seeing as how I caused it, I'm pretty sure I heard it. So
yeah, so you kind of you hear that the rocks kind of tumble down around you. You're like, uh-oh. And there's definitely a pause. Everyone kind of stops for a moment. Then, Amethyst, you can't quite see him from where you're at because of the rocks, but if you move up a little bit closer, you could probably see him from the front rocks there. If you want to get to right about there, you could probably see him.
Actually thinking about going in that tree, but Trevor's just done that, so.
Okay.
Come in the tree with me.
Up to you.
I might do.
Okay.
I don't really want to risk being seen, but I want to be able to see him, obviously.
You can't quite see him where you're at there. You definitely know where he's at, and he's not moving at the moment. Okay, so you're going to give me a stealth check for getting across there. Okay.
Rolled off a 20 onto a 2.
Ugh. Let me just see how observant this guy is. He's going to have. Well, you won't know that. Never mind. Let's see here. His perception is pretty pathetic. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and this, you kind of like, you hear there's some crunching footsteps in the snow as you're moving along there, but you manage to at least keep out of view, and it doesn't seem to react to the sound, at least that you made. It doesn't. And so as you get over there, you can see down, and there's some broken like rock. There is a set of steps that he's on there, and let's see. Yeah, this will work. You see, as he's sort of at this point kind of looking around, still has this chunk of meat in his hand, and you see there's a large chunk of meat next to him. You don't know what it is exactly per se, but it is a rather large thing, and he's like obviously like some sort of a leg or an arm or something that he's like got in his hands there. You do spot there are some feathers on the ground around it. Not sure what that's from exactly there. But there's other like bits of stuff around. There's some bone among the rocks there you can see there. But it's pausing, and as it's looking around there, all of a sudden it just goes. It kind of looks around, like kind of looking up at something, and then and looks around, and at that point he's looking up, and then he looks like kind of looks down at the ground for some reason. You're like, and you realize he's speaking. It's Slod or some other language. You're not sure what it is, but the way he's responding to something or other. You can't see anything. You can't hear anything. But it seems to have. So that's what you see at the moment here. What is everyone else doing?
Do we recognize the language?
You don't recognize it. It is not a language you've heard. It's similar to the sounds you've heard other Slod make, but you've not. It doesn't sound like you can't recognize any kind of words or anything else.
Out of curiosity, can I send my owl up to kind of do a fly over that?
Sure. You kind of just do a big circuit with it.
Yeah,
you look through its eyes as it goes.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, give me a perception check. Just gonna go ahead and reveal a little more of the map back here now that your owl's in play. Zooming around. Okay, a couple things. You will see again. This was a fairly modest tower based on the rubble that you're seeing there. It's probably not a massive structure originally, maybe only 3 or 4 levels tall, but it's pretty much all collapsed. The first floor is somewhat intact actually, but definitely the floors above and the roof line have all kind of broken away, and so you can see that there's actually there actually is like the first level of the tower on the ground floor there seems to be intact. There are walls in place you can see there, but you also see that there are some plants and structures and things around. What's that thing there?
I just
owl,
that's my bird.
Yeah,
He's a heart right now.
Yeah.
Because I keep on forgetting to make another token for the
That,
familiar.
okay.
Yeah.
So you definitely see that there are some plants kind of choking growth and stuff on the tower itself. The ruins of the tower, rubble all around it there. Uh, it. Let me just see another perception check for this guy here, just to see if he even spots the owl or if he's just too busy. Come on. The owl is buzzing around. There it is. Nope, not a clue. He's literally at this point he's holding on to some large chunk of meat, and there's a large chunk next to him on the ground, but doesn't seem to be any. He's not. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. And Sora, yeah, the rubble around you, it wasn't large chunks. It was sort of like gravel and debris kind of raining down next to you around your feet there. It wasn't a collapse of the hillside or anything else. So you are fine. There isn't actually. It was enough to make noise, not enough to like be catastrophic. So owls buzzing around. You definitely see a little more there. With a 20, with that perception check too, there seems to be and buzzing all the way around. Is he going to stop there? Or is he going to do a big circuit?
He's gonna do a big circuit. Like he's
Okay.
gonna like go up here, like a full thing of the whole tower. Just so I
Okay,
wanted to
so
fly around the whole.
okay, you will see that there's definitely obviously a way in here. There's stairs up to an entrance way. There may have been doors there, but they're collapsed at this point. There seems to be an obvious way in back here. And among this kind of, there seems to be a large gap in the wall of the tower over here. And with that, you will see that there is definitely disturbance coming and going there. Trevor, from your point of view, you can now see, moving up the tree there, you can see kind of the Slod's like upper torso. You can't see all the way to the ground where he's sitting right now, but he's sitting on some stones and some jagged rocks of what looks to be debris of some kind there. And as you guys watch, it seems to like, and he sort of reaches down and he stands up, reaches down and sinks like one claw into this carcass of whatever it is, and reaches down and grabs the other side of it and just hefts it up and starts walking around this way. At that point, when he's about there, you can all see it kind of moving out there. It doesn't seem to notice any of you. It rolled so pathetically on his perception checks that he's kind of clueless right now, and he's just walking around the side. Now we're going to switch maps so you can get a little better view of the tower itself here. So let's switch you guys over to the next one so you can see about what's happening. And we'll kind of move you guys to about where you were on the map here. Amethyst, I'll shift you. You were up about here, up on the rise above. Lucas, you were down here on the rise, a little closer than that. The actual cliff sides aren't on this map here because, yeah, scaling. Sora, you were about over here. It has walked around this way here. It was about there.
Eldon would
And
be
then
like
I believe
way back
Trevor.
here.
I was
I'm going
30.
to put you on the. I'm going to put you on the edge of the map.
Yeah, I was
You
30
see-
feet. I was 30 feet from Sora and 30 feet from Lucas, like at the bottom. But wherever you want to put me is absolutely fine.
That's fine. Yeah. Oh, so
I was going to see if I could telepathically talk to Lucas, and I just happened to look how far I was, and it was 30 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
And Sora too.
About
And-
relative positions, that's about where you guys are right now. So, you can kind of see it is literally walking around the side over here, carrying this massive hunk of meat. Doesn't seem to notice you. Just
Hey, Eldon. Lucas, can I kill this thing yet?
we're going to zoom to about 60 to get a good view of this. Let's see. Down to about there. Here we go.
We don't know how many of them there is yet. I'm sure there's more than one.
Right, so we kill him.
Yes, I do believe, and I'd like to like reach down to my belt and go ahead and move my little cog on my belt that causes my force cannon to like pop up on my shoulder. Force ballista.
It is just sort of literally walking around the side there, carrying this massive piece of meat. You all still have view of it from where your various vantage points right now here, where it's at. So you can now see, you're kind of like against the wall, and you can see it sort of walking. Its back is to you now as it turns and walks away.
Well,
you guys
gonna
gonna
shoot it with the force cannon and gauntlet of magic missiles.
Okay. Well, essentially, yes, you all have a free round of attacks here, as this is a surprise round. I will go ahead and
Okay.
You guys gonna go for it?
Yeah, we are apparently. I was gonna wait, but all right, let's go.
See where it's going, but okay. All right, let me go ahead and do initiative for it. There it goes.
I love this gun so much.
Only it didn't come up on the turn order for some reason.
Oh, we're doing initiative. Oh,
yes.
I knew that.
Oh, you were shooting. Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't see who was going in what order.
I don't know why I didn't decide to do that. My bad. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Yep, that check. Oh wait, no. Haha, get to re-roll that. Sorry, baby.
Natural one. Yep.
Halfling.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Around.
Flipped the coin on that one, didn't I? All right.
Okay.
Holy crap, dude.
All right. So you do take that shot. Sure. What the heck?
Right. I can re-roll it if you want.
No, it's fine. I mean, you took you had to go in first anyway. So in the surprise round, you do go first there, and you just slam as that bullet just goes out there, just catches it right in the back of the kind of the meaty part of his back, and it just doesn't fall or anything else. It doesn't even stumble. But it definitely takes some damage.
And that's what I wanted to
do. Okay. Amethyst.
I'm going to try hit it with a chill touch.
Okay. What's the range on chill touch? 60 feet?
120.
100. Oh, yeah, no problem. 120 feet. Yeah, no problem. You definitely hit 26 to hit. Roll that damage. Okay, so you reach out. It definitely like and it drops the meat it was holding because now it's been shot and now hit by necrotic damage as well. And it just Eldon, you were shooting your force cannon at it?
And Bracer's magic missile.
Okay. Go ahead and blast into that.
16 hit?
That will hit, yes. Yep. So this is the cannon. So force blast.
This is force. Yeah,
yep.
Force.
Yep. So again, hasn't turned around yet there, so you just kind of hit it solidly in the back there. Roll a 12 damage. Okay.
And then here comes the 3 magic bolts.
Okay. Shoot. 4. And you raise up your gauntlet there. 3 little like arcing, very anime style little mini force rockets shoot out.
Yeah.
Wow, blast it. Wow.
It's like almost max damage.
Yeah, exactly. Oof. So yeah, just kind of sink into its hide there, sizzling and burning away into its back. And Lucas, Lucas, and you're up next, and then Sora.
I'm gonna shoot it with a bow.
Okay, just pull out your bow. Exactly. It is not aware of your presence there. 17 does hit. It does not see you, so it does do the extra damage. So another 10. All right. So yeah, no problem there. Short bow slams, just catches it right kind of in the back, kind of in the right thigh from your angle there. It's dropped the meat there, and so it's just and Sora.
I'm gonna cast Aid.
Okay.
Sorry, my throat had to clear it.
Okay. Right.
So anybody can see within 30 feet of me will have 5 extra temporary hit points.
Extra hit point maximum, actually. So it's you increase your hit points by 5. So it's not
Yeah,
temporary.
your hit points.
Yep. So everyone take 5 more hit points.
Well, not everybody, just people within 30 feet.
Oh, so it's going to be roughly.
Me.
Probably, I would say Lucas as well, based on what positioning was there, because again he was kind of flying up above you. So I would say Lucas would just barely be in that there. Amethyst is a little too far away because she ran around the side on the top.
I'm sorry. Did I make it or no?
Yeah, you're there.
Cool.
Yeah. So Eldon, Lucas, and so 5 extra hit points for you for you
I
3.
thought he was up the tree.
He was looking down. So
No, I thought Trevor was in the tree. Because I got in the tree with Trevor.
No, you were in the other tree. You were on the other side there.
So I was thinking it was going to be Lucas, Eldon, and myself because Amethyst and Trevor were up in a tree. I didn't know they went up.
Sorry. Lucas was right back here in this tree. Amethyst, you ran into this tree over here. So you were at this angle over here. And Trevor was up here in this tree. So just kind of right behind where Sora was. Eldon had been moving forward up to about here. Has everyone seen this? Sure.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, actually. Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Moving you back here real fast on this one. Sorry. Here we go. So essentially, Eldon was moving forward to about there. I think you were moving forward, or you were just saying
why is it?
Amethyst, you're in a different tree.
I thought he was in the
I was coming up this way with.
Yeah, you were that way there as he was.
Trevor climbed up there, and then I thought that he was going up there and going in the tree that was up there. I didn't realize he got in that tree.
You were on the side over here, so you were in this tree over back here. So essentially, Sora has kind of a straight line, a little almost like so from there.
Yeah, no, I just thought Trevor was in the same tree as me. Never mind.
Oh, no way. Okay.
I did as well. Yeah. So it would be Trevor, Lucas, and Eldon that get 5 extra life points.
Yep. Okay. Right. So moving everyone back to this map here, so you can see.
More like over this way.
Sorry, Jim.
No worries. It's fine. I got it straightened out because I was trying to make sure I knew what I was doing too. So Sora, so you cast Aid. You're all set there. That does last for 8 hours. So that's an all day thing. All right. So top of the order, then we are going to start off as this thing is now staggering because of all the damage that's been hit and then blasted into it before it even knew what was happening to it. Trevor, you are up at the top of the order again.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and blow my last 2 rifle shots, and yeah.
Okay.
I actually forgot I could attack twice with this thing, so I'm glad I didn't know because I'm about to expel the last charge here or the last 2.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I'm gonna take an action to. I forgot to say something, and that's okay. Okay. This next one is going to be advantage.
You gotta do okay. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say with that one, but I didn't need it anyway. That's good. But I didn't say it first anyway. All right. So
you did I shot. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of, even though your sights aren't quite finalized on this rifle yet, you're still able to kind of steady your aim there with using your grit and lining up the shot. And we have 18. And what's the second one?
Let me re-roll again just in case.
Yeah. I mean,
could be a nat 20. Could be a crit.
That's why you did I shot.
Ooh, but that's better. But it's not a crit, but it's better.
All right, we'll still use the first damage then. So 19. Yep. So you use poof, poof, and just 2 more shots, just nail into it and rip into it there. So for a total of 27. Oof.
And I'd put the at that point, since the rifle's unloaded, I would put it on my back.
Okay, so you just kind of sling it back there. That's
Yeah,
that's fine. Amethyst. This thing is just staggered under the weight of the amount of shots that are coming on this thing. It is absolutely just ripped apart.
Yeah. Hit it with a bow.
Yeah.
I need to private message you real quick, Jim, too, by the way, for my letter.
Sure. And more damage. Oof. Okay. So you pull the little pixie bow there, and that little dart of living arrow shoots out of it and nails into it there. Oof. Yeah, just and it sticks solidly into the side of it, just kind of right into the kind of right below the ribs there on the side.
It's just the cutest little bow.
Yep, little tiny, yay big, just and just that arrow just just nails into the side of it there. Anything else you want to do there? Okay, hold on, you are up.
Okay.
Force cannon.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, sweet. Almost max again. Good lord.
Dude, you're killing it with these freaking shots, man, with the thing.
You start to. So, what was it actually going to be?
My next one is actually I was going to activate my Mizium and attempt to cast Chill Touch.
Okay, so I'll just say this.
Yeah.
You start to fire up the apparatus there, and kind of getting it oriented and everything else, getting ready to go there. As you watch,
lightning starts to like crackle off of my fist as the energy is coalescing. Yeah.
So as you get like apparently like I got this, you just see it like stagger, drop to one knee, and then collapse face first in the snow next to the massive thing there. It is absolutely.
I already put Chill Touch on it in the bonus round anyway.
Yep. And so just surprise and a half round, guys. This thing just hits around there.
Decimate. That's awesome.
Yep. And you do realize, like, yes, he does have resistance to a lot of things, but not to necrotic, not to force, not to bullets. So as you've learned from fighting the previous ones you've dealt with, this thing it was no match for this setup here. All right, so you guys, it goes quiet.
Yes.
So we are not in order. I am reloading my rifle.
When was around there? Don't forget, you pulling the accumulator out of your pistol.
Right, I got to do that.
Yes. I will like be pointing. Yes, come here quickly, Mr. Trevor. Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know about quickly. This tree's really big, and then I start clambering down.
Managed to
hold on. Wait a second. All right, here I am, and then I'll go over to him.
Okay, so you over there, Sora. Where you? So you basically watch them just tear this thing apart before you get to do anything. You do cast the aid there, and you see the spell, the presence of the spell surrounding them.
I help him. We made 3 accumulators for his gun.
You were working on a 6 charge.
Yes, but I thought that we made 3 little ones.
No, he had 2 little ones to start with.
Okay.
You were working on because you need one for yourself for what you're working on.
For my boots. I need one for my boots.
You were working on a 6 charge one for him.
Right, my boots, and I am working on the spell plate for the next barrel. Is the only other 2. I'm only working on those 2 projects right now. Okay.
So I will say over the course of the 3 the 2 nights to get here, essentially from the hunter's camp, actually 3 nights to the hunter's camp to here, you were able to finish up the 6 charge one. Okay. So you do pull it out there, and we'll check it over and make sure there.
Which means my gun has 6 shots now.
So you can put your 3 charge expended one away. You still have so remember, just so the accumulators do 6 shots in your pistol, only do 3 shots in the rifle because again, first level spell versus cantrip.
Yep,
so,
got it.
So you're the one in your pistol now is still there. You have 6 shots in your pistol. You now will have 6 shots in your rifle based on this new accumulator.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 6
and
shots
what's
for my
interesting
rifle
is they were made of the same scale, so you could put the 6 charge one in your pistol and get 12 shots.
Holy hell! Wait till I get a second gun. Like just 30 shots.
You're kind of working out your shots here. You're working out there. So eventually, so while you guys are kind of working that, you're kind of trading things around there, making sure things are working there. You're kind of double checking the connections, everything else. You guys are doing that. Sora, you can kind of keep an eye on things where things are out there. It's quiet. The slot's not moving at all. Lucas and Amethyst, give me perception checks from your point of view up there. Okay. Both of you will see right here, kind of in this corridor, up on top of the stairs there, you can kind of see in this, there's this overgrown like mass of vines and such like that. The roof is partially collapsed over on this side over here, but the roof on the left side of the place is mostly intact, at least the first story. But you can see that in the opening of that there is a massive tangle of vines and undergrowth and such right inside here. And as you're watching, it moves slightly. Like the plants, the vines choking that action there do move a little bit. So,
do we have any idea what it might be?
Give me a nature check. You go ahead and move yourselves where you want to position yourselves here. Okay. You've heard of a couple different plants that kind of move on their own there. There's definitely, obviously.
Ignore mine. I wasn't close enough for that.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you guys were talking at the moment here, so anyway, so kind of working on your gun set there. Probably some sort of a creeper vine of some kind. With a 22, you've heard of something called an assassin vine that can reach out and grab things and choke them and such. They're not uncommon in forested areas and places where you'd have lots of undergrowth and such.
Yeah.
You're not sure what they do in the wintertime for the most, but for the most part anyway, there's definitely something in that area as you look inside there. Sora. Okay. So you move up to the body itself?
I did. I wanted to check and see if there's anything different on him.
It's a little bit larger than some of the ones you've pat. This thing is a little more filled out and definitely like bulkier than some of the ones you've seen previously to this. You've seen a couple different blue slot at this point. From one that was only like a half size, it was actually smaller than you guys, to another one that was pretty large. This one's the largest one you've seen so far. It's definitely bulkier. It's definitely stronger looking, and you're kind of standing there, and there's this massive carcass there that's bigger than you. Like whatever it was carrying there is definitely larger than you, and you kind of look at it a little strange. Like, what the heck is that? You're not sure what kind of body that is. One thing, and so looking at the body, looking at him. With the investigation check there, you will see that there are still kind of somewhat intact on it there, a mixture of fur and feathers.
On him or in him?
No, on the carcass of the thing that he was carrying.
Okay. His food. Okay.
Yeah, his food. The thing he was dragging along. He was like literally hefting along with him. It fell to the ground next to him there. Other than that, he's not. There's no clothing on it. There's nothing like that. There's nothing different about this guy other than the fact that he's larger than the other one.
So Eldon is going to walk up, and he has his little homunculus that's like flying next to his shoulder. Can I try and harvest?
Yeah, I love how you. I look at chat.
Mesh again.
It's good. It would take you like
too long
at least. Yeah, you
did harvest last session. You did harvest some stuff from the side.
I will tell you.
Cool.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because he would want some of this chaos stuff.
Maybe after we come back out of the tower, that might be the best idea.
I'm like making a note. You see a little smirk on my face. I'm a little like, I just killed this thing. I'm gonna harvest it.
I did insist on we burnt the bodies last time, but you did harvest first before we did do that.
Yes. after we finish what we were doing here, we shall come back and we shall definitely harvest things. Trevor, there are many wonderful things we are getting from these creatures. I am
just
fascinated.
do get me a hunk of meat for Chesty back home.
I don't know if you want to feed Chesty this. Yes.
So I shouldn't even feed them different. Okay, good to know.
So Sora, as they're talking and you step on the steps there, there is, and Lucas and Amethyst, you can see this here, as Sora sits on the steps there, from the darkness inside, there whips out a long tendril of plant material that just lashes into it like wraps suddenly around Sora's neck and does, let's see here, that did not, the damage didn't pop up on here like it's supposed to.
10 damage.
Oh yeah, it did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah.
It tried to hit me.
Oh no, it has advantage because you had no clue it was there. So
okay.
24 it hits. It was hidden, and as far as I know, you walked up into place there, and it lashed out and hit you for 10 damage and wraps around you. You are grappled as well.
Are we still in turn order?
We are back, dropping to turnover again right now. In fact.
Okay. I'm up. Oh.
You two are completely
distracted.
Yes, you're doing your own thing here. So we'll go ahead and do that.
How much poison damage am I taking?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
See, it's at the start of your turns. So we're going to go ahead and take out Mr. Slod and add in our
assassin vine. Oof.
Our tapeworm looking thing.
Come on, there we go.
Don't want to know what kind of tapeworm.
What was that scary movie that came out a couple of years ago with the Aztec temple and the vines that were like eating?
God, the movie was trash, dude.
It was so trash, but that's totally what I'm getting flashbacks to right now.
Yeah. No. I don't remember.
However, I will say that Lucas and Amethyst, you were the two of you. I would just say you were kind of looking on, seeing what's going on there, and I would just say this: Sora just kind of walks right up there, and you're kind of in the middle, going as the thing reaches out. It has a reach of 20 feet, so just literally the second she steps onto those steps there, it just lashed out, and the other. So you're literally just about to say, "Wait," and the vines came out and smashes into you, smashes into her. So, but you having seen something in there, and Lucas, you were going, "Oh, assassin vine. That maybe what that is there," and sure enough, so Lucas, you will have an action. Amethyst, you will have an action as well in the surprise round here. So what would Lucas? We'll have you go first since you rolled it, and they were in the process of identifying what you were looking at, and they're going, "Huh, moving plant, kind of vine-looking thing. Maybe that's assassin buff."
Yeah. I'm going to fly upwards. So I'm above first floor.
Well, it is inside there, so if you go too high, you're not going to be able to see the vine inside the doorway. Because again, there is a roof over top of this, over most of this area here. So it's again roof and rubble and stuff. So it's kind of inside there, kind of inside that corridor.
Which part hasn't got a roof?
Over here, kind of this section over here where this rubble is over here.
Fly over this bit so I can see this.
Okay.
Used to be a room, I take it.
Yeah, and so you can kind of see that there is definitely rubble and such here. You can kind of fly down into that space there. Again, you can see that there is a wall, a somewhat intact wall here, rubble, broken wall to your right as you come down there, and more rubble further in. It is dark in there, but you have dark vision, so you can see a little bit of what's inside there. Again, there's sort of rubble and such there. But yeah, there's seems to be an opening right about here. So you can kind of might be able to get eyes on the creature from right about this spot here.
Can I see it from there, right up against that wall?
It's a little bit obscured, so if you're trying to do a range attack there, it would have cover. But you can definitely see the kind of the squirming mass of plant and the tendrils that are stretched out, latched onto Sora at the moment here. And let me actually put that on there that you are wrapped up. There we go. That works.
So yeah, I can see where it is. That's probably been my go by the time I've positioned myself and got down there.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to you kind of move your way in there, get eyes on the thing there, and you can definitely see there's a mass of squirming vines and such over there. Give me a perception check while you're in place there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that, but I just rolled.
Oh, no worries. I didn't see it come through. Oh, there it is.
That's because it takes bloody ages.
Okay. Oh yeah. So there is definitely as you kind of move into position there, you can definitely hear there's more sounds from further back in this direction of sort of that stretching, rustling sound from somewhere off in this direction. You can't see anything from where you're at there, but there's definitely something else off and further into the tower area.
Do these wooden bits go from floor to ceiling, or are they just?
These ones here do not, but the wall structures do. So the rubble is sort of collapsed, partially broken, and so they don't go floor to ceiling there. And again, this area right here is open to like there you gotta be able to fly into there.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you have a fairly somewhat clear view over to this wall here from where you're at. There's kind of just obstruction, just a bunch of rubble on the ground and such right there. Okay, so with this, you see something lash out there, wrap around Sora's neck, and you can see kind of this like long, stretchy vines reaching out from in the depths of the entrance of the tower.
Yeah, I just cast Chromatic Orb on it with 7 acid damage.
Okay. You probably want to get a little. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, so you blast into it there. It shudders as that orb hits it, and the hole it doesn't release its hold or anything else that, but it definitely doesn't seem well. It definitely takes some damage. Why am I not letting me take damage here? Let's go. There it goes. 7 damage was it? Yeah. Okay. So top of the round, we're gonna go ahead and just jump to the top of the round here. Trevor, you from your right there as you kind of
didn't get to go.
Nope.
You're grappled. Hi, Daphne.
Well, you know what? Actually, I will say
surprise round was over.
I will say this.
We were just moving.
Yep, I will say this. You can react to what it's doing if you want to try to break the grapple and get out of it.
Don't I do that on my turn though?
Well, you'll be taking damage on your turn. So you want to do so I will give it to you in the surprise round if you want to try to break out of it now.
You doing a strength check?
It'd be an athletics check. Yeah. Athletics check.
It's a good thing I'm trained in athletics then, huh?
Yep. Okay. So you as a reflex, you just sort of like grab at the thing there, and you just barely pull yourself clear of the thing. There's the tendrils are still wrapping around you, still whipping around, and as these vines are doing their work. So top of the order, Trevor. There's something that reached out and slashed at Sora. You can't see it.
Yeah, well,
inside the place.
At this point, I would see Sora though, like engulfed in.
Sora, you see Sora getting wrapped there. She kind of reflexively breaks free from it.
Excuse me, Eldon. Oh, Amethyst. Hey there. Okay. I'm gonna look at this thing. I'm like, holy shitballs. Do I shoot this?
Yeah.
No, good. Okay. And
Lucas
I
said it was
will.
an assassin vine, so I
Yeah,
think it, no.
killing assassins are my favorite. Done it a couple times. Not vines though, or any plant. I don't think for that matter. Those milkweeds back on the ranch. They get pretty big though. I'm just going to boom.
Okay, so you shoot into some vines in the darkness there.
Yeah. I'm going to use my second attack on that for absolute sure.
Okay. Using the rifle, sorry, the pistol. Okay.
Yeah, pistol. Yeah, I don't want to expend the.
It just kind of like, yeah. It sort of, it definitely shows some sort of like, you definitely hits something in there. You're not sure exactly what. There's a sort of a little splatter of greenish goo.
And that's. I'm going to get closer.
Okay.
About right there. I have a reason. Don't worry.
Okay.
Because I know he's going to get that thing where he gets to lash out.
Okay. Amethyst, you're up again. As you see Trevor move up to you up into the steps.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely now in range of the plant itself. Mostly green, somewhat brown and thorny. There's definitely still green. There's still green on there. But there's thorns and but it's kind of brownish green. Reaching out there is like flipping around.
I'm going to stick with the acid damage since I know that it got hit. But oh, never mind.
Okay. So yeah, the orb comes in there, and you have Sora and Trevor kind of in your way at this point. There, as you're kind of, and you're up, it's up a little set of steps. So you definitely are able to fire it in there, but it just impacts the wall somewhat there. Again, it doesn't really have a body. It's just a whole mass of tendrils and things like that. So it's a little hard to center it on something. A little bit of acid did splash on some of the tendrils a bit there, but not enough to cause any serious damage. And now the assassin vine is going to go.
That's okay, Amethyst. I'll teach you how to throw later.
It's going
to
get squashed out
by a plant.
Trevor? No, it is. So the vines reach out and slash and just kind of hit the wall next to Trevor. You duck out of the way as it goes over your head there, and another tendril will try to reconnect at Sora. And with 11, nope, because you are aware of it now. It again. You're kind of you shield in place now. You're kind of like fending off these things. And they can't wrap around you enough to cause any serious damage. That is its turn. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna run over here.
It is about the steps up there are about a 10-foot difference between the ground and the top and the first level here. You're able to kind of see into the dark there, and the dark vision you have there, you can kind of see this squirming mass of vines and plant that's inside to the left.
I am gonna hold up my gauntlet, and one of the little barrels that are on the outside spin around, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay.
My cleric does that a lot.
That is a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And it has taken damage, right? So that.
Okay,
so 2d12.
No. Roll that damage. Full damage.
There it goes. Should show up here in a second. Here it is.
Okay.
Oh, wowza.
Ouch. Okay. So there is a gong of sound that erupts right in the middle of the plant material there. It sort of like lashes out and thrashes at the vibration that's hitting there. It will also, there's a lot of debris and like stone dust and things raining kind of down in the entranceway that you're looking at there, as a lot of there's definitely a shifting in the wall and the structure that you're on here. Nothing collapses, but you realize it might not be good to use sonic attacks. Things that make loud booming noises and stuff in a ruined tower that's not standing very well.
Yes, I do like structures. I have caused many to collapse. So knowing that, I'm not going to use my bonus action, which is about to be my force cannon. So
because it knocks things back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that is my turn. Thank you.
Okay. No problem. Lucas. So you definitely see you saw the impact. You definitely heard the ringing of the Toll of the Dead as it shakes the whole area there. You're fine where you're at there. Nothing rains down around you specifically, but it definitely this thing is still thrashing around inside that area.
I'm just going to shoot it with a bow.
Okay. It does have cover because again you're shooting through some rubble and debris, and it's not really a clear shot.
26, good enough.
Yeah. That definitely gives his AC is not improved by cover that much. So definitely let's see here. It knows you're there, unfortunately, because it does have blind sight. It's a plant. So its tendrils all kind of it does take it's made 8 damage there as an arrow does sink into one of the central stalks at the base at the center of the squirming mass.
I can't do extra damage anyway. I've already done it once. It's only once per short rest.
Oh right, yeah. Okay, no worries. All right. In that case, yeah, you definitely sink that arrow into it. Anything else you want to do, bonus action or anything?
No. I'm just staying away from its tendrils. I know it's got quite a long reach.
Okay. Alrighty then. You definitely are able to see this thing is definitely thrashing around. There's sort of greenish goo flying from the various spots that it's been blasted and singed and shot. And Sora, you are up. Tendrils are still whipping around you. Nothing's latched onto you specifically yet.
Do I know anything about this thing? Like, have I seen it? Have they told me anything about it?
You heard Lucas say call it an assassin vine. You have a nature check there. I mean,
Yeah. Okay, that's about all I know.
A long shot. Yeah. You know it. It lashes out and wraps around you. You do see that you get a good look at the things there. There's kind of like this greenish ichor and slime on some of the tendrils and some of the spikes in the tendrils. But you broke out of it before it could do any serious damage to you.
Well, then I am going to run up to it.
Okay.
And smack it with my hammer.
It is difficult terrain there, but you're not a problem because you're only moving about 15 feet anyway. So you are able to pick your way through the rubble and get up to it there to the kind of the swarming central mass is and sink that hammer into it. That first swing.
I do. I want to do a searing smite with it though. So do you want me to roll the searing smite first or the hammer?
Essentially, you cast it, so we can go ahead and just roll the attack first, and then we'll do the searing smite damage afterwards. Okay, 10 does not hit the thing. So you can't quite get purchase on a solid enough chunk of this thing to really sink the hammer into it. Do you have a second attack?
I do have a second attack.
Go for it. Yeah, 24 definitely hits. You can roll the searing smite as well. It will flash the fiery flash there, as you're able to smash the hammer into it. You will see that yes, it. Now I will say this: as you smash the hammer in there, the fire ignites around there, and something about it doesn't quite catch like a plant should catch. You would think the fire would do more to it, but it doesn't seem to really like ignite or anything else in the plant. It does have resistance to fire, as you can see.
That's what I was asking. And since I didn't know that, I do now.
Yep. And but it does take a very solid hit from that, and your hammer does sort of like feel that sort of like a little extra oomph from the last time you used it.
A little extra oomph. All right, y'all. I don't think fire works on this thing. Not like it should. Anyways.
Okay.
Acid works.
Does seem to. Yes, Trevor.
I don't have acid spells, Amethyst.
Looks all damp and leafy, so I didn't think fire would do much.
Speaking of hammer, I'm gonna fan the rifle or fan the pistol.
Okay,
And just literally fan the hammer. I'm blowing all 4 right now.
Well, okay.
Well, I mean, I get 2, and then I'm using the action surge, and then I get I would get 3. Wait, because I don't get a bonus action, so I don't get that Is that second attack a bonus action at level 5 for the hunter?
Your attack action, you get 2 attacks with an action.
Okay, so yeah,
there you have an offhand weapon. That's what the bonus attack. If you have an offhand weapon, like
I wouldn't have the hand crossbow.
Okay, no worries. So
I don't want to end everything now. Yeah. Actually, no. I'm going to try to be smart. I'm going to do just 2 shots.
Okay.
And I'm literally just shooting. It's a called shot probably, but I'm going to try to shoot off the end of those tentacles.
Oh, there's.
I didn't know like.
Yeah, literally, it's like there are probably about over a dozen tendrils just whipping around all directions there. There's a central stalk that Sora just slammed her hammer into. So
gotcha.
20, yeah, you're able to shoot like a good chunk of there. And I will just say, so you don't waste the extra shots there, as the first shot gets in there, you're lining up the second shot, they're getting ready to go there. The whole thing just sort of like shudders and goes like one tendril, then another, and one kind of falls down over Sora's shoulder, and one drops on the ground at your feet there, and this thing just and goes completely still.
Gotcha. So I killed it. Okay, cool.
So the second shot getting ready to go there, and you're like, oh, wait, what's going on here? And it just like slumps to the ground and just sort of
kind of shrug. I'm like, all right. And I would start reloading and getting everything ready. Holster my pistol.
Things are quiet for the most part there.
Whichever my eye patch.
Lucas, you definitely still hear rustling and moving off in the back to sort of kind of backing around behind you, sort of in this direction somewhere. You don't see any other direction. It's still dark back in there for the most part. You do see light, though, coming through right over here because there's, from that angle there, there's definitely light kind of creeping in through here because there's some sort of an open, maybe broken door that's kind of sitting off its hinges slightly. And there is light coming from this back opening over here. Eldon, that with your flyby there, there was an opening at the back of the tower that you saw.
Yeah.
And then there was an opening over here in the wall.
I'll step out to there. Can I see any more?
Okay. Knowing what you're looking for, yes, there are definitely some more vines that are kind of moving slowly, a little undulating there. Another one of these things. However, you can see that it's definitely smaller. And it looks like, give me a perception check for details. See what you can spot. Okay, yeah, good enough. Yeah, you're able to see, definitely, it looks like some of the vines have been smashed or broken or ripped off. Like there's definitely signs that this thing's been pruned a bit by something or other. It doesn't. It looks like the central section's about the same size as this one, but a lot of the tendrils have been broken and ripped and torn apart. It shows signs of damage.
That's probably the way the slide coming in and
out. Potentially. So what would you like to do now? Things are, other than what's in the back there, you can see that is definitely still quiet. The rustling in the back there. Lucas, looking in there, you can see that there is definitely some plant material, but this is not moving. Like right over here. There's nothing there It's just sort of a choked, dead-looking vine.
Is there an opening to the outside?
Yes, there is. You can definitely see some sunlight coming in through here as well. And as you look with that 18 perception there, looking there, we're going to roll that over there. There is signs of what look like tracks coming in and out of there. There's blood on the ground there. There's definitely rubble that's been smashed in, some rocks that have been knocked over there. So definitely something's been coming, and the ground there is a little more trampled, and so it's definitely coming in and out of there.
That's probably the way they come in and out.
Yeah, it's a safe assumption.
But like, why would they be coming in and out?
Valid question.
Wait, what were you asking? What could be coming out?
What?
In the butt. I said, okay, no, sorry, too easy. No, I would ask, because I wasn't paying attention to the last part because I was actually responding to a message, but just that last part. So what did you say was coming in and out?
Trevor, Lucas pointed out that the slides and stuff were coming in and out of that place.
Okay, and when you said come in out of, like, why? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I imagine like that one was hunting and getting food for him.
And just to remind you guys, this guy was walking in this direction.
Yep.
When you started blasting him, so he got it. He was sitting over here on some rubble next to the steps, about where Amethyst was. Stood up and started walking around this way, back this direction.
He was also talking to something as well before he, got mad.
Is that?
Can I look around to see if there was like any trapdoors or anything?
Where are you looking?
I want to look about the area of where the plant monster was.
There's a ruined door kind of right next to where Ellen's standing right now. And I'll go ahead and remove the plant so you can kind of get out of the way here. It's sort of infested this entire wooden and stone wall. It's kind of embedded itself and dug itself into the stones and up into the ceiling. It's actually ripping apart the wooden wall here. And this is a large double sets of doors that Eldon's standing on right now. And it's literally warped and broken open the left-hand door. Essentially, this whole plan is like just torn apart this whole in section here and kind of infested this section, kind of dug itself into the building itself. There is a doorway up here that's it's open, probably not quite on its hinges. And that's what you see from that point, that spot there. Yeah.
Could I take out my that little cog with a little lens on it, and then start to ritually cast detect magic as I'm looking through the little cog lens thing?
Sure. Ritual cast is 10 minutes, so you're gonna.
Yep.
Okay. So so you start doing that.
Yeah, while we're all doing this.
Okay. So Lucas, you step over there. You can definitely see signs. It's obvious that something large has come back and forth in through here. And it doesn't look like a full-on assassin vine, the ruins plant that's here, more like a more natural-looking vine instead of plants there. But it's definitely dead, crushed underfoot as this whatever has been coming and going from here. And seems to go back in this direction here. And you can see that there is a ruined door that's sort of like, again, not fully closed, just sort of sitting there partially open.
Excuse me, everyone, if we could just take one moment, I will be finished here in 1 second.
1 second?
Well, more like 5 more minutes. But I will get a detect magic up, and then we will see if there's anything else interesting.
Okay. So as he's Trevor and Amethyst, what are you guys doing there? Sora and Lucas are investigating this section in here.
I'll go in as well and have a look around.
You will see. So that's where Lucas. That's where Eldon has planted himself for the moment there. For the next 5 minutes or so. As you move in there, Amethyst, you will see that there, yes, is a squirming mass of plant material on the back of this corridor, rubble and such on the right side. The walls are somewhat intact on the left side there, and you do realize you're getting close to its reach. So as you get to about there, you see that the vines are kind of sort reaching out.
I'll point out to Sora the tracks going north from where we are.
Yep. And Sora, you can now see that there's a door here that's standing off to the side. It's standing. It's not. It's literally like barely hanging on at the hinges there. Like it's been smashed and broken open, and it's just sort of there in formality only.
I'm gonna go over there and move the debris and stuff around.
You just pull the door. You kind of you give the door a good wrenching, and it just comes off, and you set it aside there, and look inside of here, and there's definitely a stairway going down.
I'm gonna say it in a whisper because I don't know what's down there, and I don't want 18 billion things coming out and eating me. Hey, Lucas, there's a stairway down here. Can I hear anything down there?
It's quiet. Very, very quiet.
Like eerie quiet or like
underground,
quiet?
Like basement quiet.
Oh, creepy quiet. Okay.
Somewhat, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you realize looking there, the stairway does go down into darkness. There is no light down there. You don't hear much of anything. It's just a dark stairway going down underground.
I'm gonna do my mana tech. Mm-hmm.
Cool. So
go
ahead. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you cloak the swirls around you. Little blue lights puff up around you, and you have light there, and you can see down into the space below. You guys are there. Eldon's still got about 4 minutes or so to cast. You gonna wait for him?
Yeah. We're not going down without him. I'm just kind of seeing what I can see without getting into trouble.
It is darkness, and you can see that there's if you send your lights down a little bit further down the stairway there, the stairway goes down about 15 feet. About 15, maybe a little bit more feet there. It's hard to say exactly. The rough stairs look still sturdy. There's definitely signs of damage because the slot have been coming up and down here. Obviously, there's claw marks in the heavy wooden steps. As it goes down into darkness there, your lights shine, and you see that there is a stone-looking floor down below there. Debris scattered a bit, but definitely signs of a chamber down below there. What you can see from the top of the stairs here.
And would we? Yeah, I would. Well, actually, I'd probably.
I will.
Eldon and Amethyst.
Okay.
Lucas, do you know how much longer he's got on that spell thing he's doing?
You said a second.
Yeah, he's still out there.
So I'm still just kind of like sit there for a couple more seconds. I'm like twisting little knobs on the cog, and I'm like doing little
ritual cast is 10 minutes. So yes.
Yeah, I know Eldon. It's
Yeah.
going to be a while.
That this is true too. Yep. Do you think I should go down there? I'm gonna go down there.
Okay, so
I think we're all going to have to go down there. I think that's what's left of the tower. The tower.
I agree.
Go up just goes down now.
I love how the lawful paladin is the most chaotic. Like can't sit still for 2 seconds person.
Trust me. Do you know how hard
ADD, y'all?
Yeah, I do. I feel lawful immensely, and I am struggling not to make Trevor go nuts all the time. Well, I'm downplaying it really bad. Trust me.
Cool. Okay, so you start heading down there, Lucas. You watch the lights just descend down into below. We'll switch over to the next map.
We're still technically waiting for him to cast a 10-minute spell that I can cast instantly. So I'm still technically, but like my ADD and the curiosity of only being 22 is really getting a hold of me.
Okay, so you come down into a rough-hewn chamber. Your lights light up there. You will see that there is what looks to be a door that's somewhat intact over the side here. It's partially open there. This one, again, is just kind of smashed open to the side. And there's heavy drag marks and movement in the ground, rough-hewn passage, a rubble wall. And are we all seeing this? Yes, we are all seeing this now here. You guys are, the rest of you are still at the top there. Lucas, I'm going to put you at the top of the stairs. So you're basically right about there or so. Okay. And so, yeah, you see this is a small chamber about 10 by 15 or so. This whole wall over here is just rubble that's kind of collapsed partially. Mostly stone, a little bit of wood over in the side corner over here. Give me a perception check. The Paladin Scout. There we go.
You do know that I am not good at perception, right?
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't be walking into the dark by yourself with nobody behind you.
Right, but I'm also wearing all the
acting as
good
the
stuff
scout.
to make
You're
sure.
also acting as the scout right now, so this is you being a scout.
It's true.
So,
You know this is like a suspected slog nest, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So
Okay.
again, this is an eerie underground quiet. The only light source around you are your dancing lights. As you kind of move them around you, kind of illuminate various places there. There is a faint skittering, squelching sound from off. You don't know where. Somewhere off in the chambers beyond, there is just this faint sound, almost grinding, skittering. Something is moving somewhere, but there's no way to tell where it's coming from. What do?
I will whisper back up to Lucas to tell everybody to hurry up. There's more down here.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're seeing more of the map than you really need to at this point, but that's okay. I don't mind.
I can't see what the bad guys are, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. So again,
now does my spell go off?
In just a moment here.
Okay.
One thing you will see with the 19 as well here, there is definitely signs that they're coming and going from this door here. There's just obvious like wear marks on the ground of clawed heavy footprints. Something is moving large through this door here. And again, this door is barely hanging on there. It's literally just kind of flapping on some loose hinges. It's not even like, essentially you could just knock it over and pull it off the hinges at this point. For whatever reason, this thing hasn't torn it apart. It's just been, it's almost like a swinging door at this point. But that's what you see at this moment with that. What are the rest of you doing up there with Eldon in the midst of just getting close to wrapping up his spell?
I'm wondering why they all went down there already.
I don't even know where they went.
Yeah,
so we're gonna go back up top here because let's just so we'll move back up to here. So you're standing
technically
here. They went
technically off. Lucas didn't go down. He's still up.
No, he's still at the top.
Yeah, I'm top.
But you can't see them. They're around the corner from you and away from where you're at. So, I mean, you saw them head off in this direction because there's light over here from this open thing here, and they wandered off in that direction.
I'd ask Amethyst where Lucas was.
I have no idea.
You saw him go back there. You from where you are, you could see them walk back this direction.
Well, then we need to go that way and have a look. We were just looking around. I wasn't going to get any closer to that plant because obviously I could see that it could reach me if I went any closer. So
yeah,
I'm
step back in, and you can. So Lucas steps back into view, and
I'll say that Sora's gone down to the next level.
Wow.
And there's things down there apparently.
I'll look up for my little cog. I did ask her. Well, I asked everyone just to wait one moment.
Yep.
That was 10 minutes ago. Yeah.
First it was a second, then it was a minute, then it was 10 minutes. God damn it, Leon. Make up your mind.
Well, has it finished? Have you finished doing it now?
Just one moment. Will you just one moment, please?
Eldon, I like you when you're feisty.
Well,
So-
we can't leave Sora down there on her own, and we can't leave Elton on his own.
Oh shit, that's right.
I
Sora's
would like
gone too.
Eldon to go ahead and make me a concentration check. To
Dang
roll a
it.
Constitution save to get the spell to actually go off after this. With 1 minute to go,
I
as
do.
everyone's now talking to you. Go ahead and make
As
that.
everyone is so distracting me as I'm trying to.
Yep.
mess
See
with
if it
You
goes off there.
dog. I do
You
roll.
should go down.
I have Warcaster, so do I roll with advantage?
With advantage, sure. It's a concentration check. Yeah, it's fine. We'll roll with advantage.
Trevor and Lucas go down to Sora, and I'll stay here with Eldon and come down to here when he's.
Okay, not a problem.
Wait, who said anything about going down there?
So
We've got to go down there.
as they're arguing, you go ahead and your little device lights up there. You can now see the aura of magic, and you see the magic of everyone around you, all your allies, and all of your stuff and everything else.
It is important that while we were going into a magical tower, that we have a detect magic spell. We don't know what we're walking into. It is very dangerous.
I know. I want to kill every one of these slots, but I say we bring them up here to us instead of going the fuck down there where they live.
We'll go and get Sora to come back up then until Eldon's finished.
Yeah, let's go get her then.
Go on then. Go and fetch her.
Eldon's finished.
Now I am looking through the little cog, detecting the magic around me.
Sure. Yeah, so
Right,
you
let's
see
go then.
the only magic right now is that of you and your party.
I'm looking down, not even going in. Sora, come out, wherever you are.
All right. So
Not yelling, but just to where I think she could. You know what I mean? Like, but pretty volume. Like I would, actually be yelling. God damn. Yeah, all right.
Okay. So Sora, as you're kind of like standing there waiting there, the strange sounds are all around you there. That's enough.
It's creepy down here.
Yep.
Then
and
get the fuck back up here.
about to get creepier.
Oh,
It's not
Sora,
that creepy yet.
We'll go ahead.
Till you started yelling.
dude, your new rogue is gonna be awesome, Sora.
As from the rubble,
Oh, what the fuck is that? I don't see it. I know, but what the fuck? It's like a grub.
a large, we're talking 8-9 foot tall, pale, segmented, bulbous looking thing with these long tendrils for things and way too many legs and pieces there, comes burrowing out of the rubble here and rushes toward you. Sora, I need you to roll me initiative. Let me clear things first. As this goes ahead and does its thing. Sora, we're over initiative now. Again, you heard some things here. You kind of you hear Trevor's voice above you, and we'll put Trevor on that because he actually was the one up there making noise. He'll be up there on top there. Everyone else is sort of still in the room above, but the two of you are standing there. All right, so this thing rushes out, and I mean, it's longer than you are, but it's about maybe 2 feet across, 2-3 feet-ish across, as this thing comes rushing out toward you. And you see on either side of this long tendrily looking face are these whipping little tentacle like things that reach out and try to hit you. So the first one is an 11 and does not. No, not like spider there. It's more like long, flexible, whippy little rubbery tendrils on either side of its face.
Oh,
Imagine a
gross.
centipede mixed with a
Yeah.
grub,
Dude,
with
that's
large,
exactly
bulbous, segmented eyes and these long feelers for a mouth.
Does it have toxicagnas?
No, I'm not sure that's.
That's the on centipedes, the additional 2 feet that are the poisonous claw things.
No, that's what the things are. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so the tentacles, you manage to deflect it out of the way with your shield, and then it tries to bite you. For an 18. 18 is your
18 is my armor class.
So it does hit you. It does actually. You're knocking the tendrils out of the way with your shield there, and it manages to bite your leg as this thing comes up and just like bites down your leg for 7 piercing damage. And it is on you.
Ow! A little snake bit me.
Yep. And Thor, it is your go.
Can we see it now from the top of the stairs?
At this point, you do see it. You do see it move into view as this thing that comes out of the darkness, or comes off into view there, and you see this thing reach up. And Sora, you can bash it.
On my turn, right? But you said 7 piercing.
Yes, 7 piercing. It does on his turn. Now you get to go. And we'll have everyone else.
Sorry, getting temporary hit points off here.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
All right, now I whisper into my warhammer, and I say his name. Cloud Strike, don't fail me now.
Okay. You do smash it. Twice, in fact. We'll go ahead and both of those as you just bash, and its head is right there, and it's almost impossible to miss as you just out there. And it's just like hitting like a really, it just kind of squishes and just as you bash into it there. It does like some stuff leaks out of it as you hit it there, but it's still moving.
Gross. I can't disengage from it because I'm not actual rogue.
Right.
But I can move around it, which I'm going to do. I'll come over here.
Okay, do that. Well, minus.
No. I'm going to come right there. That's where I'm going to go.
Okay. So you shift over there. Give me a perception check-in while you're moving into position there. Okay. You definitely hear there's more than one. You don't know where it's coming from, but there's more from somewhere. You don't know where. You can
Trevor, there's more than one.
Okay. I need everyone else to roll initiative now. Get in the order here.
Sora, don't yell. You might attract more of them.
Too late.
Yeah, Sora, you should watch it. All right, hold on.
I can't click on my character because she's not on this map.
Oh, sorry. You put yourself on the map there. You're just kind of like behind. Kind of set yourself like back this way. I will bring her in too. There you go. Yeah, that's fine.
Oops.
Kind of up the stairs. That's fine.
Sorry, that was with advantage. 19.
Okay, no worries. So
I'm terrified of what Jim brings next week because it has to be. We have to be rolling like shit next week because we've been rolling great like 3 sessions in a row. It's just been a nightmare.
Watch the next session. We don't roll above a 10.
It's gonna be my fault.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Stop saying things like that.
I rolled 3 nat 20s already. 2 nat 20s in like 1 turn.
okay, so we have Eldon. You can kind of see kind of past. You're able to move into view. Essentially, you're it's up around the corner there. You can kind of push past Eldon onto the stairs. Again, it's about a 15-foot stairway down there, so you're not looking down the stairs there, and you can see this thing kind of into view at the bottom of the stairs. You can't really see the rest of the room to either side of it, though. It is definitely in view. Give me a nature check.
Yeah.
Just so you recognize what this thing is.
I said it. It was a snake.
Can we all do one?
When you can see it, yes.
I want to keep it as a pet. I don't. My character does not.
You've already got Chester. You don't need another pet.
Do I recognize it?
Ferrets anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a carrion crawler.
Do I know of any specific elemental
With the
weaknesses?
Elemental weaknesses? No, it doesn't need to have any specifically. You do know that it is. It can paralyze. It does poison. It can paralyze someone temporarily.
Okay.
You don't know much more than that specifically, but again, it is a large thing that likes to feed on.
I read that in a book somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucas, yeah, you recognize it too, the carrion crawler there. You may not know the paralysis thing, but you definitely know that thing. That thing's called a carrion crawler. It's a large subterranean bug that eats whatever it can find.
I'm gonna go ahead and just firebolt it.
Okay. Absolutely. Wow.
I will keep taking max damage almost on all these cantrips.
All right.
Like
So
that.
you just sizzled into the side of it there. You're literally just
Yeah.
it's just and it flinches and shudders definitely.
And then as a bonus action, I'm actually, because I don't want my big cannon going off, my little homunculus on my chest is a little like compartment will open up and it's going to shoot out its little force bolt thing. I don't want to do the big one.
All right. Sure thing.
So this is the first attack of my homunculus, y'all.
Hey.
First time he's done something. And it hits. Okay.
Okay,
He's going to do 1d4 plus 2. So
cool.
He'll do. My homunculus will do 4 piercing.
As a little bit of goo kind of like splats out of it as it hits that.
All right, that is the end of my turn.
Okay, let me do that. All right. Trevor, you can see. So essentially, Eldon kind of moved past you down a couple steps there in front of you, and you can see that bug thing down there. It's looking pretty ragged at this point. It's been smashed and pulped, and it's kind of like twitching and flailing around. It's been burned and blasted. You definitely see it's definitely it's looking pretty bad. Trevor?
Okay. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm here. Yeah, at this point, I would literally, my jaw would drop because you guys got to think, I'm a halfling already, and this thing is already massive. It's like I'm in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Speaking of Rick Moranis from earlier, so I am just, oh god, my character's not big on bugs, let alone ones this size. All right, he's gonna take 2 shots though. Yeah. I'm not used to it saying that it's like I'm used to only going. That's why I didn't, because it still says it's Eldon's turn.
Oh, sorry, I didn't switch it. That's me. Yeah. There you go. You're up now.
And my guns are reloaded at this point. I was doing that after the slide.
Yep. It just splats. Just you just blur. The head just goes.
Oh, the head. Okay, I killed it again. Okay, yeah, cool.
Great shot.
What in the monkey fuck was that?
A snake.
Trevor, no, that is actually called a carrion crawler. Very, very poisonous.
It looks like one of them god dang roly-polies.
Poisonous. It bit me.
Under a rock.
Poisonous? Easy. Just don't eat it.
Wait. Okay,
right.
Quick question.
Just
so I'm not messing up. Do the little bugs, I forget the actual name of them. They're actually a crustacean. Lord. They're not an insect. But are they the little pill bugs? What are their... Mm-hmm. That's what this reminds me of. Except like more millipede.
Except for 2 more just showed up.
But it bit me. It bit me, y'all. Okay.
And one comes blasting through the door right behind you, and one comes out of the same rubble that the first one came out of. One sec here.
Somebody please plug that hole.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And the one comes tearing through this open doorway over here.
Oh, good. There's more
of movement though getting there. So Sora, the first one that comes through the door behind you there, lashes out with his tentacles. 13 does not hit, and then 10 does not hit. So you managed to fend that one off, no problem. The other one, right here. Let me make sure I'm centered on the map here. Yes, we are good. Okay, this one's right up on you here, and it will do the same thing. Tentacles does not hit, and then the bite for 13 does not hit. So
matter of fact, it critically failed.
Even though they're outnumbering you, they still managed to not. You're managed to fend them off so far. There we go. That is their turn. Actually, you guys can't see this one, but Sora can see it coming because, yeah, it's just off to her left. Alrighty, then we go to Sora. You got 2 more to play with.
Okay, so
They're
I'm going to
going away.
do one attack on the left and the other attack on the right. And the first one I swing will be left.
Okay. Your left or my left? Just kidding.
Stage left.
Okay. Okay, 13. That will. Wait, 21. Oh, yeah, that absolutely hits. So you crack into it there and just it kind of. It's like thudding into a big. It's just sort of a kind of a meaty thunk as you hit into it there. A little bit of carapace cracks as you hit it.
And on the one on the right, I'm going to add a little oomph into it.
Okay.
Just a little bit of oomph.
Okay, let's see. All right.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Yep. So 12 plus your divine smite there. Roll that 2. Is it 2d8 or 3d8? What are you gonna do?
It's 2d8. I'm only at first level.
Okay. All right. Let's roll 2 more d8 for me.
Maximum damage, the least amount of damage.
Max min. All right. So 30 with the 21 damage. That's nice. Good job. Let me go ahead and yeah. So definitely there's you see you all see at the top of the stairs see a flash of light on the second hit there as it definitely lights up the room a little bit more, kind of whitish, silvery light flares out from the hammer suddenly as the second one takes a little, definitely a bigger hit. It's kind of like flopped back a little bit from the impact there as it's not kind of smashed in the face. That is Sora's turn. The Amethyst. So Trevor just shut down there, and you saw it's kind of like goo splatters everywhere. And you definitely hear sounds of Sora fighting down at the base of the stairs there. It's a little hard to see based on the angle you're at now, because again, it's not at the base of the stairs anymore. You can't quite see Sora. It's 15 feet down and over 10 feet. So you would need to move down the stairway partially to get a view.
Okay.
These are not considered fiend, right? These are beasts.
No, they're monstrosities.
Damn. No jury can turn into him.
Nope. God no.
Yeah,
Did these things exist, or did you actually do this? By the way,
Yeah, this is a monster manual.
It's a monster, yeah.
okay.
Monster,
These are just
This
terrifying.
is like this monster has been in the game since like first edition.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a classic monster. This is an awesome monster.
Yep.
All right, so yes, and this you can see now there are definitely 2. They're lashing out again they're about 8 feet long roughly, like 8 to 9 feet long, about 2.5, 3 feet across, just segmented pale bodies, long tendrils, whippy tentacles on either side of the face there, and yeah.
And they haven't seemed to have any resistance to anything that anyone's cast on them so far.
They've been hit by divine magic so far,
Right.
and some bullets.
And some
Yeah,
fire.
the bullets did a lot.
And some force damage, yes.
I might just shoot it with my bow.
Okay.
They may not be vulnerable to it, but they're not invulnerable to it.
Correct.
They die just like everything else.
I might just miss it with my bow.
Okay. Yes, and it just kind of, it just barely, it kind of hits the wall behind it there as the things kind of move around, and so it's hard to get a good beat on it there. They're just constantly in motion for the most part there, and you just hit the wall. It thuds into the wood behind there. Amethyst, any bonus action or anything?
No.
Okay. All right, Lucas, you are up. People have kind of moved in front of you, and you can still push past them on the stairway there. Okay, it's about 15 feet down.
Move down the stairs.
And from that point of view, you can see that there is another one at this doorway. It's kind of like using its legs and limbs and the others kind of push open this door, and is now in the doorway there, kind of and chittering and hissing and spitting and tentacle flapping.
I'll move to there to
Okay.
outnumber that one and attack that one.
Okay. I will actually move this one into this space here so it's a little easier to see there. And so I will put you there and this one kind of there. That's a little bit closer to where everyone is. Okay. Okay, so you slash out it, and again, just kind of skitters off of its carapace. Just
There's bonus.
okay. The dagger you managed to get in there, and it just sinks a little bit in between two segments there, and kind of this goo splatters out onto the ground as you slash in there. That space does take that damage. Okay. That is that. So Eldon, top of the round here. We're back to you.
Oh, sweet. Can I see this one?
Barely. Yes.
Okay.
You get a clearer view. You need to move to the base of the stairs there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm moving to the base of the stairs.
And once you're there, you also see the one at the doorway here who's pulled open the door and is now in position to rush into the room.
Oh, just kidding. I'm shooting him.
Okay. This one here?
Yeah, the one in the doorway.
Oh, in the doorway. Okay, gotcha. Okay, this one over here.
Yeah. The one on this one.
Yeah, okay.
Fire blast. That hits.
Okay. Yep, that definitely hits there. Just blast into it there.
Nice
damage.
And then I kind of want to risk it. Force cannon.
Okay. Absolutely. You blast it. For how much?
2d8. Oof, 5.
Okay.
And I push it.
Back, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I push it like back out the doorway.
Okay, so basically, I'll just say the doorway gets blasted as well because I mean the doorway is pretty much not there anymore. We'll just ignore the door. Let's see here. Doorway is not there anymore. Okay. So essentially, splinters of wood and chunks of carrying crawler get blasted out there. It kind of impacts the wall back here a little bit there and lands and kind of rights itself, hissing and chittering at you.
Yeah. Me and him are best friends now.
You do not have an angle from the top of the stairs, and the stairs are getting a little crowded, so you're going to have a hard time finding a. You could move next to Amethyst, yes, and get and at least see the one that's around Sora. And I'm going to remove this one here. Just move it out of the way so it's not. There is a body on the ground also, right in front of Lucas and Eldon. But if you move down next to Amethyst, you can definitely get a clear shot at the one next to Sora.
You know your worms are not on the turn order, right?
Oh, sorry. They were. I just hit
Yep, I
moved
just
on the GM layer. Let me just.
making sure that you knew.
I'll bring him back. There he is. Believe the body's there. I hit it. When I put it on the GM layer, it disappeared.
I'd say you could just move it off, like over here.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. Let's see here. Trevor, you are up there. This is your turn. Okay.
I am going to. At this point, I'm going to use nimbleness. Well, I can get through there anyway because of the thing. But to right about here. And at this point, I'm going to.
Not really a space. You're sitting in a wall.
Then I would go right here. No, I would not. I would sneak past these guys over here and go here. I would not go right to this.
Sure.
And then I'm going to do something really stupid. I'm going to take 2 attacks with my. No, yeah. On this one, I'm going to take a pistol.
Okay, it does not hit.
Definitely
blast. Thuds into the rubble. The next to there.
I don't have the lucky feet, do I? Yet?
Shit.
No. Yeah. Gotcha. Sorry, I thought I had that. Okay. So I'm just gonna blow another shot then, I guess,
Okay.
and kind of scrap my other original plan.
That's what she said.
Okay. Yep. That's again. This thing's just thrashing around, whirling around there, and it definitely just barely misses it.
Eldon, are you
behind it?
messing with my sights again?
Yes. When we are done with this, we can adjust that.
No, did you, Eldon? God. Mm-hmm.
We could probably do with getting rid of the two that's on Sora first before we start attracting more. But never mind.
I'm trying.
So this one rushes up next to you there, Trevor, and
good.
lashes at you first with the tentacles. 12 is going to miss.
Yeah, it is.
He tries to bite you, but does hit for 13.
No, he's not. He's gonna re-roll. No, he's not. Re-roll that.
What?
No, but with his
Oh,
bite, I can
your
do my
ability.
reaction.
Yeah,
Hold
no,
on.
don't.
I can do my reaction.
So
Go-
Can't I?
you have your ability.
Yeah.
He's
Second
10 feet away
chance.
from you.
Second chance.
Oh, my bad. It has to be 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do have your second chance there, so he does get me a reroll. I will just re-roll it.
Yes, please. Thank you. You motherfucker.
For even more damage.
I deserve all of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
14 piercing damage as it just like savages into you there.
But I have 15 temporary altogether.
That's good. No, you have the extra max plus, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Which
So
I needed all of.
yes, so you
Ooh,
just
I got
imagine
one
you
temporary
managed
hit
to
point
like not take any serious physical damage, but all that temporary is gone as this thing is just all over you.
I hate
There you
bugs
go.
even more now.
Hey, be glad it wasn't the first one.
I wasted my second chance for a nat 20 to be another nat 20.
Sora, first off here, we'll go for the one on the door. It does reach out you the tentacles. 11 does not hit. Bite 23 does hit for 10 piercing damage as it again just biting at your legs and manages to catch a bit of your thigh. This one over here.
That's the second time I've been bit.
Yep. No poison in this one. It's just piercing damage. This one's just biting into you. The second one over here then will bite. Have a better angle for defending against that. So you keep yourself.
That's because I hit him twice. Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is all of them. So we now go to Sora. You've got the two